Okay, on this video, we are continuing to work on our objective that students will be able to solve multi-step equations with a variable on one side. In the last lesson and the last video, we worked towards doing some simple ones. And this time the equations are going to get a little bit more complex. They're going to get about as complex as they can get with a variable on one side. So let's hop into some high-level math. Okay. We have here -3 times 2k plus 4 plus 5k equals -17. Our first goal here is going to be, we have a long expression here, really. If I zero in on this without the equal sign, um, we have a long expression that we need to simplify. So my first step is I'm going to simplify this side as much as I can. So let's do that. Um, I'm going to use this blue marker here. First step for simplification, I distribute this -3 to this 2k. That is -6k. Then this -3 goes to this +4. -3 times +4 is -12. This 5k right here is not inside the equal sign, so it can just come straight down. So plus 5k equals -17. So all this right here, I couldn't do anything with it yet, so I just dropped it straight down. All right. Um, all right. So we simplified it a little bit, but this side is still not as simple as a two-step equation. My goal is to slowly simplify these until I have a two-step equation. So I have some like terms I can combine. I have a -6k and a +5k. These can combine. -6 plus 5 is -1. I get -1k. This -12 just comes straight down. So I get -1k minus 12 equals -17. So first I simplified, and now I'm back into familiar territory. I'm in territory I can be successful in. I'm at a two-step equation. If we master two-step equations, then all solving equations is simplifying until I have a two-step equation, and then I can solve. So to get rid of a -12, I add 12 to each side. These cancel. I'm left with -1k equals -17 plus 12. We have to be good with negative numbers. -17, I stand at the number line. I walk up 12 spaces. Where do I end up? I end up at -5. Another way to think about that, I'm 17 feet below the ground. I go up 12. I'm still below the ground, so I'm still in the negatives. Where am I at? I'm at -5. All right. And so the last step here, I have -1k equals -5. I got to get this k by itself. I'm not done until the k or the variable is by itself. I divide each side by -1. These cancel. K is by itself. -5 divided by -1. Positive or negative divided by a negative is a positive, and 5 divided by 1 is 5. And k equals 5 is my final answer here. So I took this long equation and I solved it. And I got k equals 5. Okay. It is your turn to try. You do one. You should know the drill by now. When we get to a you do, pause the video and solve, and then unpause when you're done. All right, so everyone should be pausing the video and solving the equation. Okay, hopefully you just finished solving. If you didn't, pause again and solve. Let's go over it quickly since it's you do. First step, I'm going to distribute. 3 times 5y is 15y. 3 times -4 is -12. This 2y right here, it's not inside the parentheses, so it just drops straight down, equals 22. Also drops straight down. Now, it's not a two-step equation yet. This side is not simplified as much as it can be, so I am going to simplify. I have a 15y and a positive 2y. Those simplify. 15 plus 2 to 17y. This is a minus 12. It just comes straight down. Try to make my 2's look a little better. Equals 22. Okay, now I've made it. It's a two-step equation, and I'm comfortable with two-step equations. So now I'm just going to solve it. To get rid of a minus 12, I add 12 to both sides. These cancel out. I get 17y equals 22 plus 12 is 34. All right. One final step. Going to divide each side by 17. Y equals 34 divided by 17 is 2. All right. It's a little bit of a difficult one. I should probably give a calculator in this situation. But all right. So hopefully you got y equals 2. If not, maybe rewind and watch again. All right. Let's do example 2. Holy crap. All right. I got 22 is equal to 3 times 2c plus 4 minus 4 times 5c plus 1. So the first step, I got to simplify all this. Got to simplify it into a two-step equation. So let's start. First step, going to distribute 3 times 2c, 6c. 3 times 4, positive 12. All right, so I distributed that. Now I have to distribute this negative 4. Do not forget the negative sign. That is not just a regular 4. That is a negative 4. Minus 4, negative 4, same thing. Negative 4 times 5c is negative 20c. Negative 4 times positive 1 is negative 4. All right, so we simplified a little bit. I can write equals 22. But it's still not as simple as it can be because I got a lot of like terms here that I can combine. I have a 6c and a negative 20c. Those combine for negative 14c. Then I have a positive 12 and a minus 4, 12 minus 4. We all know 12 minus 4 is 8. So I get negative 14c plus 8 on this side. So I just have a 22. Okay. Now, I got to solve this equation. It's a two-step equation. I did it. I got to a place where I'm comfortable. I can subtract 8. Subtract 8. These cancel. On this side, I just am left with negative 14c. On this side, 22 minus 8 is 14. So I got 14 equals negative 14c. I got to get this c by itself. To get rid of multiplication, I divide each side by negative 14. These cancel. I'm left with c by itself. 14 divided by negative 14. Well, let's do our sign first. A positive divided by a negative is a negative, so I know it's a negative number. And 14 divided by 14 is 1. So the answer here is c is equal to negative 1. This is a long problem. Hopefully, all of the parts made sense. I think you know all the parts. It's about having the mathematical confidence to put them all together. All right, so let's... last problem of the notes. Go ahead and pause and try the UDO on your own. Okay, hopefully you're unpausing and you solved the question on your own. If you did not solve it yet, please solve it on your own. If you just watch the video without solving, you will not get better at math. Practice, practice, practice. All right, so let's go over it quickly since it's a UDO. I have a negative 4c. Distribute, I get a negative 12c. Negative 4 times positive 2 is negative 8. I'm going to distribute over here now. 2 times 7c is a positive 14c, and 2 times negative 5, negative 10. So I'm simplifying first, all right? And then I still have a negative 10 on this side of the equal sign. Okay. Now I'm not ready to solve yet. I'm not ready to solve until it looks like a two-step equation. So I'm going to have a negative 12c and a positive 14c. Those are like terms. A positive 14 and a negative 12 make a positive 2c. If I stand at negative 12 on a no, or if I'm negative 12 feet below the ground and I go up 14, I've made it above the ground 2 feet, right? So we get 2c there. Make sure you're good with negative numbers. Oops. Whoa, slow down. Uh-oh. Let's fix that real quick. This was a negative 10. All right. We combined the like terms. I went too far back in time. My computer is lagging, and so on the video, my voice might not line up with the audio. So we get 2c. These are also like terms, a negative 10 and a negative 8. And that will be negative 18. So voila. Whoops. Why did I write a C? All right. Now we have a two-step equation. Negative 10 equals 2c minus 18. We did it. We're somewhere we're comfortable, and let's finish by solving a two-step equation. I add 18 to both sides to get rid of this minus 18. These cancel. On this side, I'm left with 2c is equal to negative 10 plus 18 is 8. Divide each side by 2. These cancel. C is equal to 8 divided by 2 is 4. All right. This is not easy math. It's going to take a lot of practice. But once you practice and perfect solving equations, algebra is just going to be a whole lot easier for you. So hopefully you're feeling pretty good. But if it's not perfect, we have a lot of time to practice. And thanks for watching.